Hey traders, happy weekend. It is Matt and JC with Empire Algorithmic Trading here to bring you VWAP Vision's Stock Talk Weekly Review.
It's where we use the volume weighted average price to help us make sense of the market. And it's quite a market to make sense of, Matt. So let's get right to it. Time for a little stock
Let's
talk.
do it. Welcome back, everybody. Jace, what a week. I looked at this screen that you just popped up here, and there is a lot of red on there. So tell me, what is going on with our weekly review? What happened in the market this week?
It was a rough. You look at the major indexes and it doesn't look too bad, right? I mean, it's not terrible. I think for the week, the S&P was down 0.4%. For the week, the Nasdaq was down 0.6%. Unfortunately, when you look at the small caps, we were really excited about the small caps, but their
Ah,
attempt to breakout just got
yeah.
rejected. And rejected in dramatic fashion as well. Massive spike in volume. Same thing with the mid caps, a nice rejection of that attempted breakout as well. And then looking on
Shut.
the daily chart of the S&P 500, it broke its 10-day moving average, closed below it. It tested the 20-day right here, and then we anticipated that to bounce back. This is the spot where if we are in a bull market and we are going to continue moving higher, this is where buyers are going to step in. I anticipated it to happen on Friday. I was thinking the same thing on Friday. I'm like, okay, I'm going to give some stocks some room today. I'm anticipating
Yep.
hopefully buyers come in the afternoon. If this is a good market, buyers will want to come in. Unfortunately, that didn't materialize. So just going to give it the weekend. I have a lot of hard stops in place. I always have stops in place. I'm going to follow those stops. So if the market continues to sell off, I'm probably going to be getting stopped out. I've already started raising some
Yep.
cash just for buy signals. Even though I was trying to get in and I'm trying to put some money into work, it just keeps pushing more cash into my account.
Hmm.
Very interesting inflection point on the market, right at the 10-day moving average on the S&P, slightly below that on the Nasdaq Composite. However, I think the 20-day
Okay.
is the day we want to look at, right? But we're also starting to live
Hmm.
below the VWAP. So if the major averages start living there, obviously that's going to put us into a red zone. But the sell rules will obviously start moving you into cash. We're going to set an anchor right here for the Nasdaq as well. Uh, Bonds usually are their flight to quality on down days like this. That did not happen on Friday. So bonds sold off a little bit
Wow.
as well. And then, as you would expect, big, massive spike in the VIX.
Holy cow.
It's as
Yeah.
you would expect. Yeah, I mean, Israel attacking Iran is a big deal, right? There's a lot of
Yeah.
potential consequences that could be very negative and also very positive. Well, that's all yet to play out. But this isn't a geopolitical talk show. This is we're just focusing on the market and the VWAP and exactly what's happening with price and volume, because that's your absolute guide. Because if you just pay attention to the news, you can either talk yourself into positions or talk yourself out of positions. And so we just want
Hmm.
to follow the price and the action and let the market be our guide. And right now, it's a caution flag. A dip below the 10-day moving average, especially since it's been holding. It's been clear sailing for the past 5 weeks. It's been pretty easy. However, we're starting to see some trouble signs. So that's a little bit of the general market flavor there, Matt. Interesting day, down week. Some clear caution signs are up there. So that's where we're at.
Well, thank you for that. Next up, we are going to talk about some of our major movers that we have had. All of these movers are stocks that have been sent to us by our algorithm, either a buy or a sell signal. If you want access to those daily buy and sell signals from the algorithm, check us out at our Patreon, patreon.com/Empire Algorithmic Trading. That being said, Jace, what are the movers doing? Who's up? Who's down? What happened this week with them?
It was a pretty interesting week. We're going to start off with TSSI. It was a pretty ugly Friday. TSSI was a nice breakout for us a couple weeks ago. Continued to rally. It came back 10%. Now you could talk yourself into it. You say, "Oh, it's well within its average daily range." It's traded right back down to the 10-day moving average. It was a nice strong run, but it's still down 10%. 10% is 10%.
Yeah.
Not a good look. InnoData, this is pretty
Oh,
indicative of what we're seeing across the board for recent breakouts. A nice strong start. It was looking really good. I mean, at this point, that's a very strong, nice looking breakout. And then it just reversed hard and it just continued to give up ground, closing down at
Yeah.
39.19. Clear round trip there, pretty strong failure. Monday, similar. Monday broke out way back here in early or at the end of May, or I mean, sorry, the end of April, right as the market was hitting the green zone. A nice steady uptrend,
Hmm.
continuing to find nothing too exciting, continuing to find support
Right.
at the 10 and the 20 day. Clear breakdown on Friday. Big spike in volume, very clear sell signal there
Wow.
for Monday. Coherent was trying to consolidate. I took a position on it. Looked like it was trying to break out a second time, so I took a position. It reversed hard on Friday, down 4.4%.
Wow.
ACMR, a strong gap down 5.2%. It tried to break out twice, and though both of those attempts have been rejected. Mobileye, it broke down. It was trying to consolidate after trying to break out. It was trying to hold up along its 10 and 20-day moving average. It broke down on Friday, down 4%. Same thing with App Lovin. It had a nice little strong breakout, gap down, and it's continued to give up ground, giving up its 20-day moving average down 4.2%. Rambus, another strong breakout from last week. It too has tried to break out a couple of times, and both times is being rejected. Shopify's attempted breakout was rejected. Dave,
Wow.
Dave
Oh,
finally hit
Dave.
a sell signal. Depending on what your sell signals are, whether it's the algorithm, stop loss percentage, the 10-day average, it hit all three probably on Friday. Clear selling
Wow.
signal, especially after its nice strong run. Clear break there. Same thing with Carvana.
Big,
Carvana broke
big
most of
spike in
its
volume
moving.
on that too.
Yeah, yeah. And same thing with Carvana. Big spike in volume, breaking of the 10 and the 20-day moving averages this week. Affirm, a clear, nice double breakout, and its a breakout reversed. Same thing with EverQuote, a potential strong breakout, it reversed. Same thing with I'm sorry, with Root. It was down 5.6%. ARM Holdings tried to break out. Its breakouts have been rejected. Same thing with SideTime. CyberArk kind of round trip. It was up over 5%. Now it's back down to flat. C Limited, it broke its uptrend,
Uh-huh.
flashed a sell signal, algorithm, broke the 10 and the 20 day. That followed through. AGX, a strong reversal in its characteristic. I ended up selling my position out on here. It's still kind of holding up a little bit. Same thing with C, but AGX is holding the 20-day moving average. Rubric flashed another sell signal as well. It's holding right below its 20-day moving average. Paymentus, which flashed a sell signal a couple weeks ago,
Oh, wow.
it tried to set up again, but sellers have really taken control of that stock. So it's very unfortunate
Yeah.
to see a lot of the sellers take control. Now it's okay to see that. What's not okay is the stocks that are trying to break out are being rejected right away, right? So ARM,
Right
Root,
away.
Ever, Affirm, you want to see these stocks continue to move higher as the previous breakouts like Carvana or Dave or C Limited or AGX that were running pretty good. You want to see those new breakouts start to hold, but that's not what we're seeing. We're seeing a lot of round trips. We're seeing a lot of failures. Astera Labs is a good example of that. It's tried to break out a couple of times, and it just continues to not be able to make any headway. So it's disappointing
Hmm.
to see that with leading stocks, and even the stocks like Catalyst Pharmaceuticals trying to break out, got rejected, sold off really hard. Kava is a really good example of why you want to cut your losses. It flashed a
Hmm.
sell signal back here and it's continued to sell off. Strong, fundamentally sound stock, but the fundamentals, when the market's not moving, don't really matter. What matters is price. So that's just a good example of why you want to cut your losses. Even on a good, strong looking breakout, don't let those early strong gains keep you into holding a stock that has since reversed. Robinhood is starting to find some support. It's just trading sideways. This is the good looking chart right now. We'll see what matters. This is the type of scenario we're in where a lot of leading stocks, we've seen some fail, but some are still quite a bit holding up. So we've got Hood that's holding up, Netflix is holding up, Zscaler is holding up, Heiko is holding up, Axon is holding up well. Spotify appears to be holding up well. Calmain is holding up quite well as well.
Okay.
Palantir, after shaking out, shook me out at 121. It hit a new all-time high of 137.40 on Friday. That's some serious strength and a pretty good sign,
Yeah.
especially after the big shakeout. And then
Yeah.
Roblox is continuing to
Still.
hold. So
All
it's
right.
important to don't sell out of your leaders. Maintain your leaders that are showing strength. Groupon, another 4.8% with
Huh,
against the trend, rallied right off the 10-day moving average. Tempest AI, another strong breakout, actually held up firm on Friday in the face of wicked selling. The gold stocks, lastly, are going to be a lot of our leaders right now, as you would expect. With gold, we did have a couple of gold breakouts in the last couple of weeks, and then Venture Global as well. That's a gas
huh.
stock, oil and gas company. Its breakout is holding up quite well. Wheat and precious metals, another breakout that's bouncing off the 10-day moving average.
Another
But for
gold.
the most part, we're right at the point where we want to see buyers step in. So if they don't, if sellers continue to take control, which they're starting to show like they are, your sell rules will get you right out. Our buy rules will prevent us from buying anything because there will be nothing breaking out. So
Well,
it's pretty good inflection point. Just use your stop losses. It'll get you out in case this is the continuation of a downtrend. Personally, I think buyers will come in. I think we're going to see some support. There's too many fundamentally sound companies that are just setting up. We've got the Federal Reserve meeting this week. So it is a big week for interest rates and the economy. So that's gonna be, I would expect a little bit of quietness between now and Federal Reserve Wednesday. So it's gonna be a make or break week this week.
absolutely. And that's exciting and something for us to actually look forward to. So hopefully it's a make it, not a break it, but you never really know.
Yeah, so it'll be
Well, thank
interesting. In
you
the
guys for
meantime,
what?
Matt, I'm sorry, I screwed. Go ahead, go on, buddy.
Well, everybody, thank you so much. If you want access to our daily buy and sell signals, but you also want to see how both JC and I use it, how we set our stops, what rules we use when it comes to our signals, subscribe over at Patreon, patreon.com/Empire Algorithmic Trading. Otherwise, if you want to know more about who we are, what our algorithm is, why we set this crazy thing up, check out our website, VWAPvision.com, VWAPvision.com. Otherwise, follow us on socials, Facebook, Instagram, X, Blue Sky. We're in all of the above. And that being said, Jace, happy trading, buddy.
Hey, thanks, man. Happy trading. We'll talk to you later.